continues September 6th, 1995. This game is now in the books. And let it be said that number 8, Cal Ripken Jr., has reached the unreachable star.
Cal Ripken, 10 years later, throws out the first pitch to Miguel Tejada. Then after the top of the 5th, Ripken comes back onto the field. Standing ovation. All eyes turn to the warehouse in right field. Ripken, just as it was 10 years ago, they unfurl the one, 21-31. Takes you back about 10 years. The standing ovation continues. Ripken touched once again. He's an Oriole, always has been, always will be. And the Orioles, maybe remembering those better days, they win the ball game by a score of 5-0. Number 8, it's the Jays against the Orioles, and we'll do it in the dialect that is indigenous to the land. Chris Gomez is shot. Frank Catalanotto makes a great running grab on the track. Look at this one. Catalanotto. Tremendous grab there. The Jays win the game. Number 4, it's the Jays and the Orioles again, and I'll leave it alone this time. It's Orlando Hudson, known as the hit dog, but the glove is tasty there as well. One more look. Ranging far to his right and throws it back against his body.
Why not, is the question.
Blue Jays Devil Rays Friday. Joey Gathright. An air ball. An absolute whiff. A Yankee fan just saying, yeah, if that was against us, he would have caught, he would have bounced off the 8 as in home runs until this. Off Ted Lilly. I love it when you call me Big Poppy. You've got time to drop the throw your hands in the air if you're a true player. That hit the Hard Rock Cafe in deep center. And check out Greg's on. This ball leaves the bat, and he's like, Blue, I need a ball. Need a ball. Can I get a ball? Give me a ball. He'd need to ask for one here. Top 6, Manny Ramirez. Oh, goodness gracious. When Ortiz and Manny hit him, boy, they hit him. This is off the roof of the restaurant. Tape measure job. Sox up 3-0. Bottom 7, though. Here come the Jays. Bases loaded. Gabe Gross. I think we all know what Gabe Gross is about. That's off Keith Folk. Eric Hinsky scores. It's 5-1 Sox. What? Don't laugh at me. Mike Tinlin now in. Uh-oh. Vernon Wells, his 25th of the year. We are tied at 3. I tied at 5 on a 3-run shot. Beg your pardon. They've blown a 5-run lead. But here's Ortiz in the 11th. Terry Francona said simply, he's unbelievable. He joins Carl Yastrzemski as the only other Red Sox to have back-to-back 40 home run seasons. David Ortiz is a monster. He's a monster. He's also making a run at the MVP. Home run Monday, 2nd game-winning homer in the last week. He also hit a game-ender Tuesday against the Halo. Number 8 from the Sox and the Jays, Corey Koski. It's a great diving play to rob Edgar Renteria, Brooks Robinson style, then gets his man. One more look at that. That's just like Brooks.
A rare occasion this season, Boston beat Toronto Monday. Jays 8-4 against the World Series champs, and Matt Clement carrying an 8.49 ERA against the Jays this season. Bottom 2, Clement down 2. Aaron Hill, RBI single, makes it 3-zip. Greg Zahn beats the throw from Gabe Kapler, former Hawaii winter leaguer. Clement's breakfast. No, it's not agreeing. If one Gabe is good, more is better, unless you're a Sox fan. Next batter, Gabe Gross with the 2-run shot, his first of the season, part of a 5-run second. Clement gave up 6 earned in 6 innings. Top 6, Bartender. Just have a pop. Big Poppy off Scott Downs ties his career high with his 41st at 6'2", 37th as a DH, matching Edgar in the Major League record. Bottom 7, 6-3, 1 on for Vernon Wells, grounder in the hole. Edgar Renteria refuses to recycle, he just throws it away. His second inning of the game, Keith Folk gave up 2 runs on 2 hits in 1 inning, and the Jays win it 9-3, the big win.
They also celebrated because the Red Sox could not beat the Blue Jays. Bill Miller, a shot to deep center field in a 9-3 game. Vernon Wells just showing off. That's it and that's all. Ball game. Jays win 9-3.
Red Sox at Toronto. We guarantee you've never seen this. Top 5, 2-1 Jays. Gabe Kapler to third. Knocks the ball out of the glove of former Red Sox great Shea Hillenbrand. Error on Corey Koski's throw, which was offline. You've seen that. You haven't seen this. Next up, Tony Graffagnino. Graffagnino, yard is 6, 3-2 Boston, but on the home run trot, Graffagnino comes to a stop. What's going on? Well, Kapler is on the ground ahead of him and in pain. Take another look as Kapler rounds second. It's not quite a home run yet, so give him credit for hustling, but on the left ankle, he goes down. Graffagnino has to hold up. Remember, he cannot pass the base runner ahead of him, or it's an out. He's just got to stand there in mid-home run trot while they figure this out. Rule 5.10c, if an accident to a runner is such as to prevent him from proceeding to a base to which he is entitled as in a home run, a substitute runner shall be permitted to complete the play. That means Alejandro Machado comes in, he pinch runs and finishes up the home run trot in Kapler's place with Graffinino right behind him, so he can finally come in on the home run. Kapler, meanwhile, is carted off. Ruptured left Achilles. He's likely done for the year. 8th inning, 3-3. Who else but David Ortiz?
Get to the chopper!
His 4th home run in 3 days, number 42, a career high, and his 38th as a DH, a new major league record. 5-3 Boston, still 2.5 up on the Yankees, and it's Big Papi's world. He's been beyond clutch in the 7th or later with a chance to tie or give his team the lead. Ortiz hitting .364. 8 of his 16 hits are home runs. He's slugging 1,000. Wednesday, the 17th time he's tied a game or put the Red Sox.
Work for when he's facing opponents, not umpires, Kevin.
That 1-1 count makes a big difference there. 1-2 versus 2-1. Missed the pitch right there, and then he has to come back inside. And Vernon Wells, it's a 3-run home run. 2nd inning, same pitch. Left-handed pitcher going on the inside corner there.
It's brewing now.
Ball had to cross the plate, says Randy Johnson. I do agree. Phil Colbert, normally a good ball strike umpire behind the plate, but I think he did miss a couple calls. Nonetheless, if you're Randy Johnson, he knows that. He can't get kicked out in a big game. But Robinson Cano has had huge games for in the last couple of nights. A-Rod, one of the leading candidates for MVP, and the Yankees have to bring Mariano Rivera in a ball game when they had an 11-3.
All right, what about the Yankees? They played earlier Saturday at the Rogers Center in Toronto. Jorge Posada in the 6th. He was 3 for 4 to right center. It's headed for the wall. It's off the wall. Aaron Hill has the relay. They wave Hideki Matsui all the way from first, and he is meat. Still 1-0 Yankees. See how he built the drama there?
Yeah.
Bottom 8, Reed Johnson. And here's Hideki Matsui with a top play nominee. Crank up the Yankeeography. 9th inning, Joe Torre giving Mariano the day off after he pitched 3 games in a row. Former Red Sox great Shea Hillenbrand up. 2 on, 1 out in the 9th. Gordon in a jam, but he gets the double play ball. A-Rod with a nice stop. Tom Gordon's first save. Sean Chacon pitched 8 scoreless, gave up only 4 hits. Yankees have won 6 in a row. Happened on Saturday.
We call it top play.
Nice work. Yankees Blue Jays at number 10. Robinson Cano start the Yankeeography. They win again, 1-0 in Toronto.
Ruben Sierra maximizing the righty-lefty matchup against Ted Lilly. Bottom 1, it's a righty, Vernon Wells.
Joe's been playing a combination of players out there. He's played Bubba Crosby. You see Sierra. Sheffield's injury has kind of thrown the whole outfield in a different mix.
Yeah, got to mix and match. Score that in E9. 2 batters later, Eric Hinsky. The bingo. Wells in, and it's quickly 1-0 Toronto. 4th inning. Now 4-0 Jays. Robinson Cano standing on second base. A-Rod, big fly.
Wow. That don't take long, does it?
No, it does not. So it's now a 4-2 game.
He's played well in this stretch, too.
Yeah, scary moment here for Jared Wright, who's just had a miserable year. Bat flies out of the hands of Hinsky right off of Wright's right elbow.
Incredible.
As big as he is, of all the places that bat could hit him, in his pitching elbow, that is just bad luck.
Of course, he was also hit by a line drive earlier this month, was on the DL for half the season. And you know what? A bruise, an abrasion, and he is out of the ballgame. Meanwhile, Ted Lilly, A-Rod, not this time. How about the Zito-esque yacker?
He dropped a little yicky yak on there.
Another right-handed stick in the lineup. Andy Phillips, not so much. Lilly, 6 1/3, 6 strikeouts, 1 run. 7th inning, Cano, no. Threat averted. In the 8th, Jeter. Oh, now we're in business.
So this offense is just never out of it. Every inning they had runners on base from the 7th inning on, just putting pressure continually on the other club.
6-4 in the 9th. Miguel Batista tried to shut it down. Cano off the chest of Reed Johnson. Matt Lawton in. It is a 6-5 ball game. What did you say, Harold? Never out of it.
The young man seems to be thriving in these pressure situations.
Well, Batista, though, would come back strong and freeze Jeter on a borderline pitch. The Jays hang on and win it 6-5. So the Yanks' 6-game win streak is over. 7-game road win streak is over. And Vernon Wells 3 for 4 with 2 ribs, hitting .377 against the Yanks this year.
And out in front, they've won 10 of 11, and Derek Jeter, he's red hot against the Jays this season and for the last couple of years, actually. And here we are on a 3-1 pitch to lead off the bottom of the first, and Jeter, captain, crunch. 4th leadoff homer of the season, the 17th of his career. Next batter, Robinson Cano and Ted Lilly. Boy, he's making mistakes. 3-1 pitch, you understand, but you can't hang an 0-2 breaking ball. Robbie Cano, only the 5th time the Yankees start the game with back-to-back home runs. 3 batters later, it's Hideki Matsui, and we are hanging them again. Yankees had all their extra base hits in the first inning. Go up 3, get 4 in the first frame, never look back. Ted Lilly only goes 1 inning. It's the shortest outing of his career. How about Sean Chacon? The guy was 24 and 45 when they pull him off the scrap heap. He's been awfully good for the Yanks here. We get Eric Hinske on a good curveball. Alex Rios lines out to A-Rod to end the threat in the inning. Last time a runner got in scoring position. Corey Koski, none of that. Top of the 8th, Aaron Hill. On the 1-2 pitch, kind of a quirky delivery and pretty filthy stuff. Yankees get their 14th shutout of the year. Chacon now 3-0 with a 1.17 ERA this year against Toronto. Nice pickup.
Number 5, Friday, Blue Jays, Yankees. Gary Sheffield, chopper to 3rd. Corey Koski steps on 3rd. They've got Derek Jeter in the pickle, ickle. Greg Zahn runs Jeter back and then doesn't throw the ball. And the object is to tag Jeter before he touches the base. Take another look and, well, just not getting done.
No.
With a 1-game lead on the Red Sox in the AL East, New York hosting the Blue Jays Saturday afternoon. Jared Wright, 1-3, 8.90 ERA, and 7 career starts against the Jays. Wright in trouble early, top first, bases loaded. Eric Hinske, the other way in the left. Hideki Matsui, 2-run score. Blue Jays take a 3-0 lead. Next batter is Greg Zahn. And Zahn right back at Wright, who just can't seem to get out of the way off his chest. He throws on out at first, but we have seen this before. 3rd time this month, as a matter of fact. So we take a look back. He was hit by a line drive near his neck by Raul Ibanez on September 1st, and then September 18th, hit on his pitching elbow by Hinske's broken bat. Stayed in this game, but he was pulled with the bases loaded and nobody out in the second. 1 inning work, 6 hits, 7 runs. 3 of them earned. Bottom first, for the Yankees history, Alex Rodriguez off Scott Downs, 2-run shot. A-Rod ties Joe DiMaggio for most home runs by a Yankee right-hander, number 46. DiMaggio did it in 1937. Bottom 8, bases loaded, 2 outs for Jason Giambi. Yankees trailing 7-4. Miguel Batista. Got him. Then Batista struck out the side in the 9th. Blue Jays win at 7-4. Yankees 5-game win streak comes to an end.
Deadlocked. Congratulations to all those Yankee fans. Almost 4,100,000. A single season record in the American League. Hinske with 1 on off Chin-Meng Wong. He's 13th of the year, a 2-run shot. This is the Yankees' final home game of the year. In between innings, Posada and Wong get on the same page. Bottom 5, 3-1 Jays. Bernie Williams.
Standing ovations for Bernie all day long, Carl. This may be his last game as a Yankee at home.
It may be. Robinson Cano gets caught in a rundown between 2nd and 3rd.
Oh no, Cano.
That's not a good play by him.
Well, he didn't pick up the third. He didn't pick up the 3rd base coach and kept running. Got himself caught in that rundown.
2 batters later, Jeter had a good game. Bernie's going to score. It's a 1-run game. Don Mattingly, we've seen a lot of coaching from Posada with Wong, and now Mattingly with Cano. Bottom 7, here's the way to redeem yourself. Ding-dong, pitch dead. Yankees go up by a score of 4-3.
They moved Cano down to the 8th spot for about 3 weeks, and he's come back hitting in that 2nd hot spot behind Jeter, and he has been on fire.
Joe Torre's not waiting to the 9th. 2 outs in the 8th inning, and boy, Mariano looked great getting Corey Koski, who'd been a pain during the day. And Sheffield goes left, and it goes out. His 31st of the year. We're now buying insurance. They go up 7-3. They win it 8-4.
It's the first big home run this weekend that put a game out of reach for the Yankees all weekend. They had a lot of opportunities against Toronto this whole weekend long.
Big numbers. They've won 12 of 14 overall, 7 of 8 at the stadium. Here are some notes as they check out of the stadium. Their final regular season game, although there could be another one played if there are certain ties when the regular season is over. They go over 4 million in attendance. They have won 50 or more home games each of the last 5 seasons.
Tuesday's American League pennant race game beginning in the afternoon at Fenway Park. Red Sox making up Monday's rain out with the Blue Jays. First of the day-night doubleheader. Bottom 5, Big Papi makes it 3-1 Boston with a double-scoring Edgar Renteria. But the Jays get the go-ahead run to the plate in the 8th. John Papelbon facing former Red Sox great Shea Hillenbrand, and Papelbon ends the threat. Hillenbrand 0 for 4 with 3 Ks in the day game. Jays looking at Papelbon's 95-mile-an-hour heat after 7 innings of Tim Wakefield's knuckleball. Mike Timlin on with a tying run in the 9th. Gets Gabe Gross. He closes in his 79th appearance of the year, 1 shy of the Red Sox record, and Boston wins 3-1 behind Wakefield, who pitched 7 innings of 3-hit ball.
To the nightcap portion, the Sox and the Jays. David Ortiz. Man, if this guy wins the MVP, it'd be hard to argue. He delivers again and makes it a 3-0 lead for the Sox, and Curt Schilling is on the mound. So if you're a Sox fan, you've got to feel pretty good. Bottom 4, the lead is still the same 3, but it's now 5-2. Bases loaded. Jason Varitek pops it up. Corey Koski and Greg Zahn. They will collide, but Koski will hold on. The Jays get out of the jam with help from the pen. The Jays don't go away. Frank Catalanotto, a monster, 4 for 5 ball game, a ground rule double off Schilling with 2 on and nobody out. Aaron Hill scores. It's 5-3. We move to the 7th inning. It's a 5-4 game. Runners in the corner. Schilling and Vernon Wells had a nice battle on a 3-2 pitch. 94-mile-an-hour fastball, but it's up. And Wells smokes it to center. We're tied at 5. Schilling's line 6 1/3, 10 hits, 5 earned, 8 Ks. He was not happy afterwards. Later in the inning, 1 out. Bases loaded for Shea Hillenbrand. He's already K'd 6 times. Make it 7. Tying the major league record for strikeouts in a doubleheader. Top of the 8th, we're still tied. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. Rookie Craig Hansen, who he can bring it a little bit himself, facing Russ Adams, who had 2 knocks in this game. This isn't one of them, but he gets enough on it to score Greg Zahn, who walked to lead off the inning. Those kill you every time. The Blue Jays take a 6-5 lead. Bottom 8, same score. Justin Spire facing Tony Graffinino, and Graffinino goes 4, 6, 3. Jays turn it. They win it 7-5. Miguel Batista pitches an uneventful 9th for the save, and the Jays earn the split. Number 5, Jays and Sox. Manny. Oh, Manny. Always an adventure. No. Nobody makes it more entertaining than Manny.
He literally had no clue.
0.
None.
Red Sox and the Blue Jays. And Bronson Arroyo has been hot in September, 4-0 in 5 September starts. But Vernon Wells, right out of the gates, that's a great pitch. For me to poop. 2-0 Jays, just like that.
Guess that meant home run, right?
That's what it meant. Frank Catalanotto, this guy's coming up huge. A 4-hit night the night before, and in this one, he has a double, a triple, and a homer, his 7th of the season. 3 batters later, it's Eric Hinsky, and he smokes one to center field. Harold, what's going on?
Well, Bronson Arroyo just wasn't hitting the spots, and right here, we'll give you a good look what I'm talking about. Watch Varitek. How many times you see him stand up? He wants that high fastball. Get it up here. We'll put him away. The ball ends up down. Hinsky tattooed it. That was the difference. 6 inches.
That location. Top 4, bases loaded for that red-hot man again, Catalanotto.
That's a great piece of hit. Take that ball inside out, and that's the advantage the left-hander has in Fenway. You can flip it off the wall.
7-1 Jays. Catalanotto just a single shy of the cycle. He doesn't mess around with stinking singles. He doesn't need them. It's a 7-2 game. 2 on for Jason Varitek and Reed Johnson, who's made a bunch of web gem type plays or top play nominees, depending on the show, Harold. This guy can play.
Wherever you put him at, he makes great plays defensively.
Curious play, at least from where I'm sitting. David Ortiz drops down the bunt, and Edgar Renteria is out. Harold, what do you think of that play?
I like the play. 7-2. If he hits a home run, you're still down a bunch of runs. He's just trying to keep an inning going. It hit the plate, took a bad hop, and that's the way the ball bounced all night for Boston. But I like the play. Good idea. Possible MVP.
It goes begging. Jays get a huge lead. They hold on. They beat the Red Sox.
Behind the Yankees for the division and tied with Cleveland for the wild card. No room for another loss to the Blue Jays. Matt Clement has struggled against these guys this year. And Frank Catalanotto has owned the Red Sox. Owns. Top 5, his 8th home run, 4-1 Blue Jays. Clement tagged for 4 runs on 8 hits and 5. And as you see, Frank, well, they just can't get him out. Loaded in the 5th as the inning continues. Alex Rios, Clement. Little shovel pass home to get the force, and the Jays are still threatening now. Still top 5, Gabe Gross. 2 outs, 3-2 pitch, they're loaded. And Clement gets the ground ball he needed. The Red Sox are able to stop the bleeding, but they still trail 4-1. Bottom 6, David Ortiz. Russ Adams runs across to cut it off, and they can't make the play on Big Poppy. The shift was on, and as you'll see here, Russ Adams runs in front of Aaron Hill. The ball would have been hit right to Hill. Easy play instead. Big Poppy is aboard. Next up, Manny Ramirez. Oh, two-run shot is 42nd, and here come the Red Sox. They are back within one. It's 4-3. Bottom 8, Ortiz at the plate in a big spot. Down one, Big Poppy hits it wicked hard. Tied at 4, Ortiz's 47th home run. 20 of those have either tied a game or put Boston ahead. Next up, Manny. He walks. After that, it's Jason Varitek, slumping lately, but Varitek comes through. A rope to right center, and now take a look at the base-running pageantry that is Manny Ramirez. Into third, head first. Shoot! After 2 quick outs, it's Trot Nixon. The go-ahead run, 90 feet away. Nixon to center. Vernon Wells on the run. Sliding catch. That's a top lane nominee. Stays tied at 4. 9th inning, Jonathan Papelbon facing Greg Zahn. Man on. It's a kitty core Boston bullpen these days, which is why they got Mike Stanton. Pops out to end the threat. Papelbon gets the job done. Bottom 9, Johnny Damon on second after a one-out single and a stolen base. Edgar Renteria walks against Miguel Batista, and now it's another big spot for Big Poppy, who tied it in the 8th inning, then wins it in the 9th. MVP chants everywhere.
Ortiz grounds it into left center. Here comes Damon. Here comes a win. The throw to the plate. Not in time. Red Sox win.
Ortiz said afterward, they know who deserves to be an MVP. I get to play every day. A loss would have dropped Boston 2 back of the Yankees in the East and 1 behind Cleveland for the wild card. Now it's Red Sox-Yankees at Fenway Park to finish off the season this weekend. Boston must sweep New York to win the division and must at least win 2 of 3 to force another Bucky Dent, Mike Torres one-game playoff. That would come Monday at Yankee Stadium. In the Red Sox, but didn't have such a great moment here Tuesday. Trot Nixon to left and Catalanotto a little slow, lost it in the lights perhaps. Gets by him, and it rolls all the way to the wall, and no, he's not getting that. Royals Blue Jays on Friday, shallow fly ball. We got 3 Royals. They surround this thing, and that is, as the Beastie Boys said, some ill communication. Buddy Bell, your thoughts?